वेलकम टू जस्ट बिलाई पॉडकास्ट। वंश मनी भाई, कैसे हैं आप?
I am doing good, bhai. So first of all, thanks a lot for this opportunity to have one-to-one kind of, talk with you. And I was really excited that I will just have this conversation with you. So yeah, once again, thanks for inviting me.
सो शुरुआत अपने इंट्रोडक्शन से ही करते हैं। आई वांट टू आस्क यू, वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम
Mhm.
एक्चुअली, एंड नाउ डेज वेयर आर यू लिविंग, और आप कहाँ से वर्क कर रहे हो? लाइक फ्रॉम जीरो टू स्टोरी अभी तक की छोटे छोटे जो मेन मेन मोमेंट्स अगर आप बता सकें तो।
Mhm. All right. So talking about me, if I would have to describe myself in one line, I would say I am an innovator and entrepreneur who believes in building technology that doesn't only solve the problems but also create a lifetime impact for the real world problem. So that's how I will describe myself. And talking about my journey and where I'm living right now, so talking about that, so I come from a very middle class family background, and I just recently graduated from my university. I was the part of BTech in VIT, and I just graduated recently only. So last few months, I mean, like last 6 months, I was doing one internship in Delhi only. And right now, I am in Kolkata. So right now, I have joined TCS as a system engineer in AI domain only. And right now, I'm residing in Kolkata. So yeah, like that's the thing. Like I have changed from one location to another, but yeah, it's nice here.
आप मतलब हो कहाँ से? आप दिल्ली से ही हो?
नो, आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम दिल्ली। तो मैं एक्चुअली बिहार से हूँ। आई कम फ्रॉम बिहार, एंड इन बिहार टू बी वेरी स्पेसिफिक, आई कम फ्रॉम मिथिला रीजन, like Madhubani. And I shifted to Delhi in, I would say, when I was in fourth, fifth standard. And because of some family reasons, we completely shifted to Delhi that time. And I had my education, my primary education, higher education in Delhi only. And then when I joined my university, as you must be knowing, VIT is not in Delhi, so I had to come to Chennai. I was from Chennai campus, by the way. So I had my amazing 4 years that maybe, if I will get a chance, I will tell you. So I spent it in Chennai only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you described in your LinkedIn profile, you invented
Mhm.
India's first AI-powered AR glass for deaf and mute community. So, how you come up with
Mhm.
the idea for working for humanity and कुछ ऐसे लोगों को जो AI के द्वारा अपनी लाइफ को थोड़ा डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव से देख सकते हैं और एक अलग जिंदगी जी सकते हैं, जो उनको भगवान ने थोड़ा दूसरी जिंदगी दी, या कहे लाइफ ने जैसी दूसरी जिंदगी दी, और अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी के द्वारा जो भी हम टेक्नोलॉजी जानते हैं या आप जानते हैं, उस टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके आपने उनकी लाइफ चेंज करने का ट्राई किया। सो आपको ये आइडिया कब आया, कैसे आया, एंड आप इस आइडिया को इन्वेंट करने का आपका विजन क्या था?
All right. So talking about idea, when I was in my third year, in the beginning of my third year of graduation, so it was something very random. I won't say, there is any sort of backstory, or, I had a kind of story to myself only, but it was very random. I was, working in a few of my college projects, university projects, because वहाँ पे क्या है ना, college में every semester you have to do some projects, right? So I remember that was a semester where I had to choose artificial intelligence as one of my subject, and I had to do some project. It was not an option for me. It was a kind of mandatory thing. But as I told you, I believe in building technology that don't just solve any random problem, but it should also create any impact. At the end, it should leave some impact with the solution. So I had to work on any of the project that was in my mind कि कुछ तो बनाना है। अभी क्या बनाना है, I too don't know। मतलब I don't know अभी क्या करूँ। चैट जीपीटी पे गए, and फिर चैट जीपीटी पे भी you will be finding the set of projects that is very common. Everyone is doing work on that, everyone is building stuffs on that. Then I had a chance to talk one of my friend, like he is my school friend only, and I just normally I was talking to him, and हम लोग का नॉर्मल डिस्कशन चल रहा था। तो मैंने ये चीज बताई कि यार ऐसा ऐसा है, मुझे कुछ तो प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है, बट कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं मिल रहा है। लाइक आई एम नॉट गेटिंग सम रियल प्रॉब्लम जहां इफ आई विल सॉल्व आई विल गेट माई सेल्फ अ गुड सेटिस्फेक्शन कि हाँ मैंने कुछ बनाया है। सो देन वी वर हैविंग द कन्वर्जेशन, एंड ही टोल्ड मी about this particular community, because in Delhi there are some special I would say schools जहां पे सिर्फ इन बच्चों को एक्सप्लिसिटली पढ़ाया जाता है। दे डोंट स्टडी विद नॉर्मल स्कूल्स, उनका एक अलग से स्कूल है। सो देन ही टोल्ड मी ही हैड अ चांस टू विजिट दोस पीपल as a part of some NGO, and then he told me a kind of story that how much he faced struggle while having the conversation with them, and the same was for them as well. Matlab, as a normal person, whatever you are saying in sign language, you have your own language, and I am completely unaware about it. So then I was like, okay, this is something really, I mean, no one is working on this problem. Then I researched about it, like why till now there is no solution. This is a very big problem. I mean, you are just excluding a part of overall society just because they can't speak or they can't listen to you. So they have, got separated from the society. So that was my problem statement, and then I picked it up. I had some sort of week or 2 weeks of analysis that what is the current scenario, what is the current status on this problem statement, and then I come up with the idea, and things happen because I come from AR/VR. You must have heard virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence background. Then I just thought what I can do for this particular problem, and then it came to my mind, maybe a glass. A glass can be helpful so that overall barrier will be revoked. So then I just picked that particular solution, and I won't go much into the depth of technology part, that what all things I used, but I just started with very scratch idea. As I already told you, it was very random, and ideas won't be uh, the solution till the point you don't start working on that. So at any cost you have to start working on that. So I remember I started working on that particular solution in my third year only, and fortunately or luckily, you can say, I got a grant from my own university of, it was a 10 lakh grant, just to build this particular solution and create some sort of societal impact. And yeah, so that was a kind of backstory, how I started with that particular thing, what was my ideology behind that particular project. So that would be all.
आपने ये जो डेफ एक्सवी करके प्रोजेक्ट चालू किया था, ये मार्च 2024 में चालू किया था, एंड
Mhm.
अगस्त 2024 तक आपने इसको बंद कर दिया, कि इस आइडिया पे वर्क करना बंद कर दिया, कि अभी भी आप इस आइडिया पे वर्क कर रहे हो। क्या था ये? अगस्त
Mhm.
2024 तक आपने मेंशन किया, इसके बाद तक आपने बंद कर दिया, एंड आपने जुलाई 2024 से ये डेस्क वीआर, जो कि बहुत ही अच्छा एक
Mhm.
हायरिंग को जो वर्ल्ड ऑफ हायरिंग जो चेंज करने वाला एक इनिशिएटिव है, वो आपने चालू किया। कि बहुत अच्छा वीआर का यूज करके आप हायरिंग का जो वर्ल्ड है उसको चेंज करना चाहते हैं।
Mhm.
सो जो अगस्त 2024 में आपने ये बंद किया, ये क्या है? मतलब एज यू मेंशन कि अगस्त 2024 में आपने इसको बंद कर दिया, तो अभी भी आप उस पर वर्क कर रहे हो कि इट्स ओवर?
So, talking about desk KVR, because that is a very close project to me, I would love to, discuss about it. So, it was not like I closed that project. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने बंद कर दिया या फिर अब मैं काम नहीं कर रहा था उस प्रोजेक्ट पे. But in August 2024, I realized that whatever problem I am trying to solve, it's not a very small problem. And when I started building the prototype, I mean the hardware prototype, means तुम अगर ideas discuss कर रहे हो, अपने लैपटॉप पे AIML के कोड रन कर रहे हो, that is a separate thing. But when it comes to a hardware solution, that is a, like, you mean like you have to do everything on this glass. So that will only happen when you will try. You just have to do hit and trial. That's the only thing you can do. So I built 3 4 prototypes in that particular duration, and in all those prototypes I failed because of some reasons. There was so much of complexity in the size, battery issue was there, and then overall system was not getting compatible with all the software tech that I developed for it. I was using two models at the same time, sign to voice conversion and then voice to sign conversion. So fitting that model into a glass, it's not easy, and I completely understood those problems in that particular duration. Then I was like, it's fine, I won't make it a rush, because this is something. Anyways, I got my credits and I got 100 out of 98 or something. So my marks was not the end goal, because marks के लिए वो problem solve करने का कभी दिमाग में ही नहीं था कि मुझे grade चाहिए या फिर अच्छा CGPA मिल जाएगा. That was not the end goal for me. And then I just said to myself, fine, I will give it some more time, but अच्छे से. I will give it proper time. And that was my placement season going on. So I just got occupied with my placement preparation, and then all those things, as you know, because getting a placement is also a very important thing. You are paying a lot to the university, and not getting a job, something your family won't expect, right? So that was the only reason I stopped working it, because मेरा क्या है ना, अगर मैं कुछ काम कर रहा हूँ, then I will give my 100% into it. It will be like a work that I will do day and night. मेरा ऐसा नहीं होता है कि मैं अभी ये कर रहा हूँ फिर छोड़ दिया फिर नहीं कर रहे. if I am doing it, I will give my level best. And that was not possible at that time because my placement was there. So I dropped it completely, and I was completely working on my placement part and other of the stuffs of university. And then I again resumed it from January 2025, because January 2025 I had a placement. I was already doing my internship in a very big MNC, as I told you, in Delhi only. So I was sort of free from all those rush, university pressure and all those things. I again picked it up. I was having my team, and I started working on that particular project once again from zero, because as I already told you, all my 4 or 5 prototypes were failed. We were again at zero. We had the problem. We were knowing the solution also, but unfortunately we were not able to make the prototype so that we can show the world that whatever we thought of, it is actually possible and we can really implement it. And then from January 2025 we again picked it up, and I think March we had released the first model of DefXV, that is the raw model of DefXV. And then we just pitched it from the startup, that we were having the startup that time. So I was the part of that startup also. And we again got another grant for that particular prototype from Government of India. And that is something, that was a breakthrough for this particular product. And there was the main, point of transition that happened for DefXV. As we had the money, I mean, we could invest whatever amount we wanted to invest in hardware. So we acquired few more people who are having their expertise in hardware. They who know like how they have to build the embedded system that will actually run on the AI ML models that we have built and get the things compatible to that particular glasses. And at that particular point of time, I had a very good team with me. So we had to convert this prototype into a completely working prototype. I mean, like that we also called MVP. That is the minimum liable product. So that if you are pitching to any investor, or maybe if you are pitching to any, higher authorities, they won't see what is going on in behind. They just want to see your MVP, right? So we converted that particular prototype into MVP, and right now the status is we are running the testing of that particular MVP. I mean, we had a tie-up with Fortis Hospital, and they are having those people who are working on the testing part for this particular class. So that is a kind of, current status or current update on that particular project.
Very proud of you, brother, that you're working on this kind of project that will help humanity and a lot of people who can hear and listen and watch in their imagination. Like सामने वाला क्या कह रहा है वो अपनी इमेजिनेशन में ही सुन के वो चीज इमेजिन कर सकते हैं. लाइक जो ब्लाइंड है वो तो देख तो नहीं सकते, भले ही वो सुने. मतलब ये जो प्रोडक्ट है आपका, ये जितने भी डीफ एंड ब्लाइंड जो भी कम्युनिटी है पूरी, ये सब यूज कर सकते हैं. लाइक जो देख नहीं सकते वो सुन सकते हैं कि सामने वाला क्या बोल रहा है. मतलब
Exactly,
क्या
exactly.
मतलब साइन वाला लैंग्वेज से क्या कर रहा है वो सब सुन सुन सकता है.
True, true.
दो तीन चीजें हैं, वो सब एक प्रोटोटाइप बहुत अच्छा है. तो आपका एक ये फिजिकल प्रोडक्ट बन गया है या इस पे भी आप फिजिकल प्रोडक्ट पे पूरा काम कर रहे हैं?
So as I said, MVP is a physical product only.
मतलब
Basically,
पूरा
we have
कंप्लीटेड है वो?
done that particular. Yeah, it is already completed. And हम लोगों का MVP का ही जो testing part है, that is going on. Because see, it is a medicinal product. Without testing certifications or without those clarifications from these organization, we can't launch this product into the market. So we have to get the certifications from, hospital and some higher authorities, that is the Government of India is also there. Once we will receive all those certifications, once we will get a clear, a check that yeah, you can launch this is a safe product for this community, we would be ready to launch this product. I mean, we are done with the overall architecture, overall hardware, and we are ready with the MVP already. So the current status is it is under the testing progress
Good,
with this
good.
community only.
Best of luck for you. And the next question is all about
Thanks.
you are currently working at TCS as a system engineer. So आप कितना टाइम
Yeah.
अपने ड्रीम को दे पा रहे हो, अपने पर्पस को दे पा रहे हो जो आपका प्रोजेक्ट है, एंड आप कितना टाइम इस जॉब पे दे पाते हो?
So, I mean, अभी क्या है ना, I am not a part of my startup. So that is also one thing. Till my internship was going on, I was the part of my startup. By saying that, I mean officially I am not the part of my startup. I resigned from the post that I was handling at that point of time. So I was working as a founder and CMO, Chief Marketing Officer at my organization. And then I had to resign because of some legal issues and legal reasons. Because when you are joining MNC, they won't allow you to do like dual employment is not allowed in any of these MNCs, right? So that was the problem, and because of that I resigned from it. But अभी क्या है ना, when you resign from the position उतना load नहीं रहता है, because there are people who are handling the work when you are absent, and there are already people like in my startup. Before stepping out from that role, I had already assigned that role to someone else. सो वर्क इज गोइंग ऑन, बट अभी मेरा पार्ट इतना कुछ ऐसा है नहीं. I am just a kind of advisory. You can say if there would be some board related issue or something, maybe a decision making thing, you can call in very simple word, then there will be a role of mine, because still I am a part of board advisory. So if some board meeting is going on, or if some project is gonna launch, then I will be a part of that. But day to day work, I am not having any sort of work on that particular part. And mostly I do TCS work only because TCS is paying me for that. I mean, we are getting a salary at the end of the day, so definitely we have to give our work to that organization also, because I am, I have seen that how the transition work. I have been a founder also, I have been an employee also, I have been an intern also. I know how the things work actually. If anyone is paying you, you should at least respect that and deliver your end goals. So I really appreciate that I have that sort of mindset, that if someone is really paying me, whether it's TCS or I had my internship in DCM, that is also an
Mhm.
MNC only. So I am someone who will completely dedicate my time to the work that they are giving me. So mostly abhi kya hai na, I am just focusing on my TCS related work only. As I already told you, this project is already done and the testing is going on, तो इतना अभी मेरा कुछ रोल है नहीं इसमें. So yeah.
So, was there any financial problem that forced you to resign from your founder and CMO post, or it was your choice?
फाइनेंशियल इशू तो यार देखो क्या ही होगा. सी व्हेन आई वाज द पार्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दैट इज माय स्टार्टअप एंड आई वाज हैंडलिंग द पोस्ट, I was getting a monthly pay of, I would say, I was getting the monthly pay more than what I am getting right now in TCS. That was more than my salary that I was getting from my startup. So monthly, I mean, like financial thing was not at all the reason. I was getting a very good amount in that startup as well. But the main reason that is there, I won't even bluff that I was not getting the work. Or the only reason TCS don't allow dual employment. If they will get to know about it that I am running a startup outside, they will just kick me out of their office. Like they won't really appreciate it or allow it. So that was the only reason I mean, this is my first job. Before this, I was not working in any company. And obviously, it is very special to me because this is the first company that has given me an opportunity to prove myself that, yeah, I am capable of doing something. So I was completely fine with that. I mean, I discussed with my other board members that this is something that's going to happen in upcoming month. What is your suggestion and what you guys think about it? Whether I should, have some alternate option or something. So everyone was fine with this particular thing, that you be in the board advisory. In board advisory, what will happen is legally you are not a part of startup. You getting my point? Like on documentation, you are not the part of startup. But definitely, if it is advisory, some meeting is getting recalled or some arrangement is happening in the company, you will be definitely called for it. So that is the only difference. I mean, legally you are not there, but unofficially you can say you are there. That is what I will tell.
तो अगेन एक इसी स्टार्टअप पे क्वेश्चन कि
Mm-hmm.
व्हाट इज योर एंड गोल, लाइक इस स्टार्टअप को लेके आपका एंड गोल क्या है? इज देयर एनी एंड गोल कि कोई एंड गोल है ही नहीं?
This is actually a nice question. I mean, end goal is something जो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी होता है. Without goal, if you are doing something, I think you won't be able to analyze things in a proper way कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो, क्यों कर रहे हो, and उससे क्या होने वाला है. Is there any impact also, or you are just doing it for the sake of time, for the sake of money, or for the sake of name and fame? If that is the only reason, I think that is very limited thing. It's not something very big. Maybe someday you will get a good luck. Whatever you have built, people will get to know about it, that yeah, this guy has built something really amazing. You will get a name, fame, maybe in a day, maybe in an hour or something like that, right? So that was not at all my end goal from the beginning only. As I already told you, I am someone who believes in building technology that will create the impact, the real impact for the people, for the community, for the society. And that is the only end goal for me. If I am doing something that is my startup, right? If I am making something, it should create some sort of impact to the society. It should create some positive impact to the society. So that is my end goal. And I really wish that in upcoming time we would be able to launch some other projects as well that will definitely break the communication barriers or other barriers in these communities, and it will definitely create a positive impact in the society.
हम सभी चाहते हैं कि कम्युनिटी में पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ही आना चाहिए. सो अमेजिंग, बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर यू एवरीथिंग दैट यू आर बिल्डिंग. एंड आप ये भी बिल्ड करे हो ना, डेस्क वीआर, जो वर्ल्ड ऑफ हायरिंग को चेंज करने वाला, ये किसके साथ कोलैबोरेट करके है ये, एक्स क्या लिखा है, मुझे प्रोनाउंसिएशन करना नहीं आता, सॉरी फॉर दैट, वो
And
जो भी नाम
it's
है,
completely fine.
ये
So desk
स्पेक्टो,
KVR is like,
ये स्पेक्टो करके
yeah,
है ना एक।
Spectov is the only startup I was talking about. So that is the startup, right? The company that we had the collaboration for this project was Nokia. So I still remember this was the project then I started in my final year of graduation, and that was something that came to my mind when I was working in some IoT related project, Internet of Things project, and I was this was the semester when my placement was also going on. So I was able to see there are platforms for practicing interviews. There are platforms, where you can find the previous year questions, previous year more questions that was asked to the previous batch. सब कुछ है available. But जो उसका presentation है ना, it is not at all what we really need. अभी जब तक हम दोनों actual में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, we won't be able to get this experience, right? Right now, I am talking to you, you are talking to me, we are live. So, this is a completely different experience.
हम्म
But wahi, if I am seeing your recording, or if I am seeing you are, saying something, but I am not able to interact with you, that is a complete different experience. एंड दैट वाज द प्रॉब्लम दैट आई फाउंड आउट कि इंटरव्यू में जब तक रियल इंटरव्यूअर जैसी फीलिंग नहीं आती कि हमारा इंटरव्यू सच में एक पर्टिकुलर एनवायरमेंट में लिया जा रहा है, वी आर सिटिंग इन अ ऑफिस, there are actual human beings that we call in technology meta humans. They are really sitting in next to you. They have got facial expressions, they have got emotions, and then they are asking you the questions, then they are taking your interview. That is a completely different experience. So that was the thing that came to my mind because it is not at all available at that time. Now there are very big players in this market. I won't take name because there are many. Even you can find it, but no one was working on the experience part. And coming from a background in AR VR, it is all about experience. When you are building some software, when you are building some solution, the first thing that we consider is experience, the user experience. And that was the thing that I picked up. Problem was same, solution was same, but the way of presenting that solution was different. And that's how we came up with Desk AVR. So it was nothing but a virtual platform for taking the interviews with helps of meta humans. Meta humans comes like they will be completely replica of you. I mean, right now, as I am having one-to-one, session with you, I'm talking to you. So what the meta human will do is for you, it will be a complete replica. And at the back end, there will be some, artificial intelligence modules that will be running in behind, and it will be completely behaving like you. What sort of questions you're gonna ask me based on the previous year questions, based on the previous, we have millions of data sets for different organizations,
हम्म
and our team worked on that. We had a collaboration with Nokia. So Nokia was our data partner who provided us the dummy data, for running the model, for testing the model that we created. So yeah, it was really interesting, because when I started with that project, I also learned so many things, as I already told you, because when you really do some work, then only you will realize that it is not the only thing. There are other things also that you need to solve.
तो मैंने सभी स्टार्टअप के बारे में बात कर ली, अब थोड़ा डिफरेंट टॉपिक के बारे में बात करते हैं कि आप बिहार
Yeah.
से हो, सो आपका चाइल्डहुड कैसा था बिहार में? लाइक मैं भी यूपी से हूँ, यूपी बिहार इज सेम, सो हैव यू,
Yeah.
सो व्हाट वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस इन योर चाइल्डहुड इन बिहार? आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था जो आपको एक एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की फील्ड पे लाया? कभी आपको बचपन में ऐसा लगा कि मैं कभी एंटरप्रेन्योर बनूंगा या कुछ ऐसा जीवन में करूंगा जो अभी कर रहा हूं? ऐसा कभी बचपन में आपको ऐसा लगा कुछ?
So I would say my childhood was I was really blessed because मेरा जन्म बिहार में ही हुआ है and I was staying with my grandparents, and from day one I have got lot of love from them, lot of affection from them. कि कभी ये चीज फील ही नहीं हुई कि पढ़ाई लिखाई तो दूर दूर तक कोई लेना देना नहीं था, बस खेलना है, खाने के लिए बढ़िया बढ़िया चीजें मिली हुई हैं, लाइक अ वेरी लग्जरियस लाइफ आई वुड से, सो आई डोंट थिंक कि बचपन में आई एवर थॉट ऑफ डूइंग एनीथिंग व्हाट आई हैव डन टिल नाउ और आई विल बी डूइंग, बिकॉज आई वाज समवन हु वाज नॉट एट ऑल इंटरेस्टेड इन स्टडिंग. मतलब पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है, कुछ और करवा लो, खेलने जाना है, आई विल बी द फर्स्ट वन. कुछ शरारत करनी है, आई वाज वेरी समवन, आई यूज्ड टू डू सो मेनी थिंग्स. मतलब डांट पड़ रही है फिर भी हम शरारत कर रहे हैं. सो माय चाइल्डहुड वाज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. And I somewhere miss that part because there is a quote, very famous quote: education also comes with a curse. Knowing everything also comes with a curse. So I think I really miss my childhood when I was not at all aware about anything. I only know I will get some good delicious food, and I will have some good time with my friends. I will play with them, or I will do some sort of शरारत in the house, नानी के साथ, दादी गांव में, नानी गांव में, और मे बी पैसे मिल जाएंगे तो बाहर चले गए खाने के लिए, बारिश हो रही है बारिश में खेल रहे हैं. All those things I somewhere miss. And concluding it all, I miss my childhood. I mean यार, अगर मौका मिले, what I will ask to God कि मुझे कुछ दिन और मेरे बचपन वाले दे दो, because that was really pure. I would say very pure heart. कोई छल कपट नहीं है दिमाग में, ज्यादा दुनियादारी नहीं पता है कि लाइफ में क्या है, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, किससे ज्यादा मार्क्स लाने हैं, मार्क्स नहीं लाएंगे तो फेल हो जाएंगे, वो सब डर नहीं था. एंड माई फैमिली इज ऑल्सो लाइक, कभी उन लोगों ने बर्डन नहीं दिया कि पढ़ो पढ़ो, मार्क्स लाओ, ये सब. सो आई वॉज काइंड ऑफ ब्लेस्ड इन दैट पार्ट. एंड ओवरऑल माई चाइल्डहुड वॉज रियली अमेजिंग, रियली ब्लेसफुल. सो या, इट वॉज नाइस ओवरऑल.
तो आप मनी को कैसे देखते हैं? अगर आपके पास लाइक मनी का एक पर्सपेक्टिव भी आपको मैं जानना चाहता हूं, और आपके पास अगर लाइक इनसेन अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, जो आपको किसी काम को अगर आप इनिशिएट करना चाहते हैं तो आपको मनी के बारे में ना सोचना पड़े, सो आप कैन आपके पास जब उतनी अमाउंट ऑफ मनी आ जाएगी तो आप कौन सा काम अपने चाइल्डहुड को देखते हुए, लाइक अपने चाइल्डहुड में आपने कौन कौन सी चीजें मिस की जो आप मनी आने के बाद वो चीज बिल्ड करना चाहोगे, जो अपने बच्चों के लिए है, या और मतलब चाइल्डहुड को जो आपने मिस किया वो आप पैसे आने के बाद कौन सी चीज बिल्ड करोगे, लाइक अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए, अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के लिए, जो आप सोचते थे कि बचपन में सोचते थे कि आप मैं अभी कर दूं, लेकिन अभी उतने समय आपके पास पैसे नहीं होते थे कि आप ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के लिए, अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए वो चीज कर दो जो उतने टाइम वो मिस कर रहे हैं. सो अगर आपके पास अभी पैसा आएगा तो कौन कौन सी चीजें रहेंगी जो आप उन लोगों के लिए देना चाहोगे या बिल्ड करना चाहोगे?
ओके, सो आई थिंक अभी फिलहाल तो पैसा है नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने बताया ना मैं टीसीएस में काम करता हूँ,
कोई नहीं.
वहां ज्यादा पैसे नहीं देते ये लोग. सो बट आई एम अज्यूमिंग दैट समडे आई विल बी वेरी रिच, एंड आई विल बी हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, काउंटलेस अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. एंड इफ दैट हैपन, I have a dream, and I really want to do it in this particular life, because we only get life once. या तो करो या ठीक है, just be a story. So if I get a chance and I do work and I get that amount, I have a dream that I want to do in this life. I will build a school, a play school in India, and I want it to be very big, जहाँ जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं ना, उनको सिर्फ पैसों के रेस्ट्रिक्शंस की वजह से वो माहौल ना मिल रहा हो, वो स्कूल का माहौल मिलने से काफी बच्चे हैं जो आज की डेट में कहीं ना कहीं दे आर नॉट एबल टू गेट दैट क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, द क्वालिटी सराउंडिंग दैट आई थिंक इज एवरीवन्स राइट. बिकॉज उस बच्चे की गलती नहीं है उसमें, इफ ही इज और शी इज फ्रॉम अ वेरी लोअर फैमिली, जहां उनकी शायद पेरेंटल इनकम इतनी नहीं है कि वो लोग उनका एजुकेशन अफोर्ड कर पाए. सो दैट इज समवेयर इन माई बैक ऑफ माई माइंड कि अगर पैसे आते हैं और इफ आई विल बी अ सक्सेसफुल पर्सन समडे, दैट विल बी द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट आई विल डू फॉर माई पेरेंट्स. बिकॉज माई मॉम इज टीचर, शी इज having this particular thing. I have seen her teaching in different schools, private schools and then government school. So it is a kind of emotional part of my life as well, that I want to see that we will own our own school, and वहां पैसे नहीं लगेंगे बच्चों के. That is the dream of mine. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now while saying this to you. But I wish I will come back to this same podcast and I will see that this was my dream and that this is what I have achieved. So I really wish that I will be able to achieve this dream very soon in my life. I want to build this school, the play school in India, that will be completely free of cost for all the small kids who can play, enjoy, study and get a very good surrounding.
मेरी तरफ से आपको बेस्ट ऑफ लक. आप जरूर अचीव करेंगे जो जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हैं. एंड अपने वीडियो का
Thanks.
प्रमोशन नहीं कर रहा, बट आफ्टर लिसनिंग ऑल ऑफ दीज थॉट्स, मेरे भी सेम थॉट्स हैं. आप मेरा एक लिमिटलेस इमेजिनेशन का एक एपिसोड है, मैं भी ये लिमिटलेस इमेजिनेशन करता हूं. एक मैंने खुद की सीरीज चालू की लिमिटलेस इमेजिनेशन की, किसी एक टॉपिक को लेके अनलिमिटेड इमेजिनेशन. लाइक मेरी इमेजिनेशन में कोई एंड नहीं होगा, ऐसे इमेजिनेशन को लेके एक मैं वीडियो बनाता हूं और उसमें कुछ अच्छे अच्छे आइडिया निकल के आते. ऐसा ही सेम उसका भी मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव था कि एक ऐसा स्कूल हो जहां पे कोई बाउंडेशन ना हो, जहां पे तुम्हें फीडबैक मिले, बट ऐसा फीडबैक मत मिले ना मिले कि जो तुम्हें उस चीज को दोबारा करने पे मतलब मना करे. कि जो चीज तुमने की अगर तुम्हें उस पर सबक मिला, सो यू विल ऑटोमेटिकली नहीं करोगे, वो चीज नहीं करोगे. बट अगर आपको वो चीज अच्छी लग रही है सो कोई भी उसमें बाउंडेशन ना हो कि आप वो दोबारा चीज ना
True.
करें। इफ यू आर एंजॉइंग दैट, डू दैट। अगर आप प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज, उसमें बहुत सारी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज रख दें, लाइक अनलिमिटेड प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज, जिस जिस चीज की वो लड़का इंटरेस्टेड है, बच्चा इंटरेस्टेड है, उस हर एक चीज की प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज उस स्कूल में डाल दें। यू डोंट हैव टू बी कि हर जगह थ्योरी थ्योरी रख दे। थ्योरी से हमको इतनी चीजें याद नहीं रहती। मैंने 10 से 9 जी,
True.
1 से भी 12 तक मैंने जितनी थ्योरी पढ़ी है, मुझे नहीं लगता कुछ याद है। कुछ भी नहीं याद है। जो भी याद है, अगर मैं
Mm.
अपने तरफ से रिमाइंड कर पा रहा हूँ, वो प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज ही है। सो
True.
उसी
True.
चीज को मैं एडमायर करता
I
हूँ।
agree.
एंड यही था आज का पॉडकास्ट। मैं जरूर आपके साथ एक फिजिकल पॉडकास्ट करना चाहूंगा, जब मैं अपना स्टूडियो, फिजिकल
Sure,
स्टूडियो
sure.
बनाऊंगा। एंड
I wish you all
आपकी
the very best. Bye.